Hi everyone, my name's Scott. I'm with That Moto App. The objective of this video is to give you an executive overview of TMA Web. I happen to be on my laptop, you could be on your phone, but we're using a browser. Okay, let's take a look here. At the top left, you can see this is my profile. I got my profile picture, my header image. Down here, I've got my garage. That's where all my motos go, their profiles. Let's click on it very quickly. There you can see the different bikes I have. These are called cards. Each one of these cards has a little indicators across the bottom as to how many things or pieces of information are inside. So you can see some of these, I have many pictures, many routes, and so on. Let's go back home because this is supposed to be a high-speed executive overview of what we're doing here. Next, we've got my journal. I record all of my rides with TMA Mobile. I push record, I go ride around, I take pictures, and then I submit them to TMA Web. You should know that when you submit your own journal entries, you can choose to share them or not share them. Furthermore, you can choose how much to share. So for example, you don't have to share your GPS tracks and allow other people to download them unless you want to, okay? Very quickly, clicking on that, you can see some of my most recent rides that are right here. One of the really cool things on the right-hand side, we've got filters. So it's very easy for me to go back and look at rides that are of a certain year, on a certain bike. Further down, we have classifications, ratings, whether off-road or on-road, even off-road difficulty. If we look at this, we can see I've done a few rides that are in the very high difficulty ratings. I could click on the number. It's going to run a filter, and now we're going to see those rides. It's really cool. Great way to relive your exciting adventures. Going back to the homepage, you can set goals for each year. Like I wanted to get out and ride, let's see, it says 120 times. Well, this is obscene. I went out 159 times this year. It's early November right now. That includes my dirt biking in early spring, some road rides, some tests of TMA Mobile. Down a little bit further here on the left-hand side, we have the activity feed. So this is just showing me the things that have happened most recently that I can see in TMA, all from other people. I'm going to zoom back to the top. In the middle here, we have the GPS exchange. This is where people can share adventures that are designed for you to download or beam to your phone and then go out and reproduce them. It's a fabulous new system, and we're starting to see a lot of traction in Canada, the US, and New Zealand. We have filters here on the right-hand side. I just mentioned New Zealand. Let's see, down here we have 15 different procured adventures in New Zealand. Now you can go in and see those cards. You could filter this down a little bit more by difficulty, for example, if you want to. You can go in, see those adventures, and either access the tracks through a subscription model, which doesn't necessarily mean it's going to cost you money. It just means you're not downloading them. It just beams them straight to your phone. Or in some cases, you can download the files. Let's go back to home. Trail reports and ambassadors. This is brand new. It's really cool. Trail reports, that's pretty obvious. You can report that a tree is down or that the snow is preventing you from going in somewhere. Or maybe you're reporting, hey, everything's good to go now. It's spring. We can get out there and have some fun. The ambassador part means you may choose to monitor a zone for incoming trail reports or go to the next level and declare yourself an ambassador. These three cells that are in green, I've declared myself an ambassador. So if anybody's coming to those zones, reach out to me. I'll help you out. Let you know where to go, what time of year to come on, what bikes might be suitable, whatever it is you might have as a question. Moving down further, we're kind of into that community component here. These are all the different people that want to be discoverable in TMA Web. So if I click on that, I can go look for buddies and literally buddy them. Moving over, we have all the different motos that have been added to the system and where people have chosen to share them. And here you can see a bunch of different motos. Once again, you can blend filters on the side. If you want to see a certain type of thing, just click the button and the filter will be run. Going back home, this ride has a red dot in it. That's telling me, hey, Scott, there's something new in here that you have yet to see. Let's click on that. So these are shared adventures, shared journal entries from other people. And something's happened here. Oh, this is Manitoba Charles. A bunch of our friends are down in Baja doing a really crazy taco tour trip. I wish I could be there. I can go in, I can see the difficulty rating of 5. They have GPS tracks for us to look at. They have 8 photos, and there's a comment here, and it's already received 4 likes. So I can assure you after this video is done, I'm gonna go in there and see what those guys are up to. Going back to the homepage, down here we have organizations. So that could be brands, clubs, trainers, whatever, a group of people, or maybe a person who has well, a company or an organization. You can follow them, and they're going to be able to do a bunch of new stuff early in the new year. I have different organizations that I manage. This is my dashboard. I can quickly bounce into those organizations. If I have any messages, they'll be very clear and obvious here. And then I have notifications. Now, notifications like people giving me that thumbs up or things like that, they're not as urgent. I don't have to clear them. Almost done now, the homepage review. Let's just take a look at the top right here. We have events. People can post their events in TMA. That could be for promotion. You can share those event links to Facebook, so you can do a little bit of cross promotion in there. It could be for communication leading up to an event. All the people who are following that event, you can communicate with them. And also post-event sharing. We have a really cool system for showing all the different photos that people took, collecting those photos, and sharing them back out to the people who are either monitoring the event or who attended. It's really quite cool. Once again, filters on the right-hand side. You can find things based on the moto classification, timing, geographic region. It goes on and on. Going back home here, we have the occasional news article. Now, we're not trying to be a news agency in any way. It's just sometimes certain things come up that are software related, or friends of ours do things like building the craziest 501 Baja bike we've ever seen. So we'll occasionally report on things. And then down here in the bottom right, every now and then we have draw prizes to give away. We call these engagement prizes because you earn tickets. I'm at almost 1,000 tickets. I'm not eligible to win, by the way, but you earn tickets by doing stuff. Log into the application, go look at people's stuff, give them the thumbs up, add comments, and so on. So right now we're giving away an Enduro multi-tool. They're fantastic. You've probably heard me talk about them before. There's just one more thing I'm going to show you because I think it's really cool. I didn't show you any spatial data, and it is all over the place in here. So that just means instead of looking at those cards, we're looking at maps. So I'm going to click on My Journal. One of the best reasons to record every ride you go on is for your own personal sharing, reminiscing, let's call it. I just cleared the filter, so now we're showing all of them. And I'm going to go up here to this little globe. It's going to take just a moment. It's building a heat map. So it's showing everywhere I've ridden. And the more intense the red, the more I've ridden in that particular zone. If I zoomed out, you'd see a bit in Nevada, Utah, Baja, California, and so on. I'm just going to zoom in here a little bit, and then all of a sudden it's going to go snap, and it's going to change from a heat map to lines. This is really fun. And just to show you something a little bit silly, this is where Andrew and I like to snow bike, or one of the places. And you can see some of these zones we really must enjoy because we've almost like colored in the entire map. That's an executive overview of TMA Web. There's also TMA Mobile. I'll do an intro of that as well. And I hope you come in, play around, and I hope you enjoy what you find in here.